So my grandpa, he just carried on driving into the next town. And he suddenly stopped outside a delicatessen. And he got out the car and he pointed his gun at the chef. And he made the chef go with him into the delicatessen. And I heard lots of screams inside. And I heard a couple of gunshot sounds. I thought, oh my God, he's probably killed someone. He comes running outside. And with the chef behind him carrying 2 huge bags full of delicatessen food. And they jumped back in the car and my grandpa starts driving again. And we drove for hours right out into the desert, into the middle of goddamn nowhere. And we stopped the car and my grandpa says, "It's getting late now, Nathaniel." And we just sat down and he made me make up a campfire. And he got the chef to start cooking. He got out his little portable griddle oven top there, and he started cooking. And about half an hour went by, and the chef almost finished cooking our food, while shaking with fear at the same time, while being forced to cook at gunpoint, while my grandpa holding his gun from across the other side of the fire, and he was like narrowing his eyes, staring at the chef, and he was laughing. So finding the whole entire escapade hilarious, and I just shook my head, and my grandpa caught sight of that, and he turned around and he saw me shaking my head, and he said, "You're not fun anymore, Nathaniel. You're just no fun. You used to be so much fun, boy. You used to be so much fun." And he was really disappointed that I wasn't enjoying his adventure and wasn't joining in with what he was doing. And the chef finished cooking, and then we started to eat. And the chef was too scared to touch his food. And my grandpa soon changed the chef's mind when he put the gun to his head and forced him to eat. And then my grandpa ate his own food. And then after a while, he started to drift off, and he just fell asleep. And then we realized we had an opportunity to escape. So we very slowly got up, and we ran. Oh, we should have taken the gun. I should have taken the gun. I should have actually thought of that. That would have been the sensible thing to do, but I didn't think about that at all. I forgot. So my grandpa still had the gun. And so we just ran as fast as we could, further into the desert. And we found some kind of rock formations with some kind of opening into some kind of cave system. And I suddenly heard my grandpa's voice in the distance. And I couldn't tell what he was saying, I just hear the high-pitched sounds. And he was livid. I mean, he was very unhappy that we had left. And he was not pleased at all. No, he was not pleased. I heard him fire his gun into the air. And he was coming after us. I heard him. As we started to enter the cave system, I saw him coming just over the hill, and as he saw us, he fired off a shot, and I heard him shout, "You're no grandson of mine anymore, Nathaniel. You are disowned, son. You are no grandson of mine." And then he fired again, so we just ran into that cave system, and he just came after us, and it was pretty dark in there. We didn't know where the hell we were going, and we just went through lots of twists and turns, and we got completely lost. And occasionally we heard my grandpa fire a shot with his gun, which makes him a damn fool, because the bullet could have ricocheted and killed him. But he's insane, so he didn't think of that. At one point, we could hear him getting closer. And I don't know how he had so much energy to chase us. I think he's got more energy than I have. I don't know how. And I heard him say, "I will end you, my grandson. I will end your life." that's a bit extreme. He wants to end my life because I don't want to take part in his crazy adventure. After half an hour of being lost in the caves, I suddenly saw some light in the distance, and I realized it was the other opening. So we made our way to there, and as we came out into the light, my grandpa was waiting for us. I don't know how the hell he found us. Somehow he got there before us, and he pointed the gun right at my head. He put it against my nose, and he pressed it against my nose as hard as he could. And he said, "You have disappointed me, Nathaniel. You have disappointed me." And the hilarious thing was, he was still holding his bowl of piping hot soup. And he was still drinking from it while holding the gun, pointing at me. And he just made us march back through the desert to the car. And made us get inside, and he started driving again. And he said, "We got to do whatever he says. Oh, he's going to kill us both. He's going to end our lives." We found ourselves in another small town, and we found out we went into some kind of museum, and he had the gun at my back. And we walked along slowly, and nobody could see the gun. And he just told me he wants to have some more fun before our adventure ends. And he pulled some dynamite out of the bag that he had with him. And he told me we're going to put dynamite all around this museum, and we're going to blow the sucker to kingdom come. Because he likes to see a nice fire. He likes a nice fire in the evening. Before he goes to sleep, he likes to see a nice fire. And he doesn't have his fireplace because he's not at home. He's got to create his own fire by blowing this place up, because he's insane. So we had no choice, because he was going to kill us if we didn't do it. And he just got us to put dynamite in various places all around the museum, underneath all the exhibits. Because it was late at night and the museum was closed, there was no one in there except the security guard. And my grandpa didn't care if that guy lived or died, so he told us we weren't allowed to warn him in any way whatsoever, otherwise we're gone. He saw the security guard coming down the corridor, so he just shot the guy. Point blank. He just went up to him and he just blew him away. I can't believe it. I never saw my grandpa kill no one before. I saw him cause the deaths of those cops. Well, I never saw him actually kill someone right in front of him. Not with a gun, anyway. And then he suddenly shot the vending machine, and all the snacks started pouring out. And he told us to pick them all up and shove them in his bag. And then he put a stick of dynamite into the vending machine. And then he suddenly ran around the place, lighting all the different dynamites. And then he told us to run out of the building, which we did. And as we jumped in the car and started to drive away, the whole place just blew. The whole place just blew. The whole goddamn museum, and he started laughing. And then he said, "What else can we blow up, son? What else can we blow up?" He's obsessed with things blowing up. I should have known that when he blew up his own house. He just likes to see fires and explosions because he's crazy. And then we found ourselves low on gas. So we went into a gas station, and we filled up the car, and he went inside and robbed the place, which it wasn't surprising, really. He just robbed the place, and then he shot the guy behind the counter and took a load of snacks and a few bottles of whiskey, and then he started getting dynamite and he put them into the tailpipes of people's cars. And he told them not to get out of their cars and they got to stay there, otherwise he's going to shoot them too. And he put dynamite all around the gas station, right next to the gas pumps. And then he just lit them all, including the dynamite in people's tailpipes. And then we just got back in the car and started driving. And then all the cars started exploding, and then the whole gas station exploded. And it was raging inferno. There's fire everywhere, and then it started to burn buildings either side, and he was so excited. I could not believe how much fun he was having. He just laughed. And he was just getting worse. the more destruction he caused, the more he wanted to do. He wasn't enough. He wanted to go further and further. And I didn't know just how far he was willing to go. And was he willing to get us killed in the process? Maybe he wanted to be killed himself. Maybe this is like his final adventure and he wants to get killed on his adventure. I don't know. We drove to the next town and there was a huge traffic jam there. And he decided that he didn't like that, so he got out of his car and he got some more dynamite. I don't know how he had so much dynamite. And he started putting them in the tailpipes of all the cars stuck in the traffic jam. He just lit them all and jumped back in the car and then drove in reverse as fast as he could, swung the car around and drove down another street. And we saw the explosion up in the air rising above the building as all the cars exploded. And he was so happy. He was so happy with what he was doing. It was like his greatest adventure he ever had in his whole damn life. He could not be happier. And we found ourselves driving towards some kind of giant shopping mall that was about 10 stories high. And he told me that he's already been there before and he's rigged the whole entire place with explosives. And he's got the detonator in his hand and he suddenly showed it. And he suddenly threw the bowl of soup away out of the car. I thought, that's a bit strange for him. He never throws soup away. If he's throwing his soup away, then he's probably planning something very final. And I started to feel extremely terrified. And he winked. And he said, this is our grand finale. This is where we go out with a bang. I thought, I don't want to go out with a bang. Maybe you want to end your life under some giant explosion, but I sure as hell don't. And he suddenly got out a stick of dynamite and he lit the thing. And then he just grabbed hold of my hand and he said, we're going out together, son. We're going to check you out together. And he said, we're going to check you out together, son. We're going to get blown and kingdom come together. We're going to have them together, son. You and me, Nathaniel. And I thought, I'm not going to be killed because you're insane, Grandpa. So I just opened up the car door, and even though we were driving at like 85 miles an hour, I thought, I'm probably going to get broken bones from this, but I don't want to get blown up. So I just threw my grandpa's hand away, and I just threw myself out the car. And I just hit the road, and I just rolled across the street. I could hear my grandpa and his laugh, his final ever laugh. And then my grandpa with the chef still in the back of the car, who was too afraid to do anything, they just drove straight into that mall. And my grandpa hit the detonator, and the dynamite exploded, and his car exploded with the entire shopping mall, and the whole place went off. The biggest explosion I've ever seen in my whole damn life. And that was it. I'm just laying there on the ground, bruised and battered from jumping out the car, seeing this raging inferno. While my grandpa has just killed himself, blowing the car up with him and the chef inside and everyone inside the shopping mall. Although there wouldn't have been that many people in there because it was nighttime, really late. So I just lay there watching that raging inferno. I just dragged myself off the ground. I hailed the taxi and went back home to my bar. And I could not believe the whole day's events. And I was just in a state of goddamn shock. I just sat down and poured myself a whiskey. And my horse walked into the bar from outside. And I just stroked my horse in a state of shock while drinking my whiskey.